These are some of the most brutal settling cracks I've ever seen. And if I'm going to retape this room, I have to pre-fill these massive gaps first. Normally, I'd mix up quickset mud and manually pack every inch of this damage by hand. But according to my comments section, I am completely wasting my time, and I should just use canned spray foam as my pre-fill instead. Look, I love a good time saver, but I have serious doubts about whether an expanding foam can actually deliver the rock-solid quality of traditional joint compound. Today, we're putting the internet's favorite shortcut to the ultimate test to see if it actually holds up or completely ruins the finish. This job actually started with a call for a few small cracks, but it quickly turned into a settling nightmare. I ended up ripping out the loose tape from the 2 longest horizontal angles and a full vertical in the living room, plus the entire coat closet and a cove. But as I'm tearing down feet of failed tape and staring at these massive gaps, my doubts started turning into pure excitement. The thought of not having to mix up batch after batch of quickset to pack these by hand was incredibly tempting. I still had serious doubts that foam could match traditional mud on cracks this severe, but looking at this mess, I desperately wanted to believe the comment section was right. The concept here is simple. Use expanding polyurethane spray foam to bridge the gap instead of packing heavy mud into a settling crack. I steer the foam deep into the angle, overfilling it by a 1/4 inch past the plane of the drywall. A job that normally takes a half hour took literally 2 minutes. Once it cured, I took a fresh razor and laid it flat against the wall to slice it flush. It left a dense, low-porosity backing that won't shrink on you like traditional hot mud, giving me a surprisingly rock-solid surface to start the tape. Now for the moment of truth. Walking up to these angles with a loaded knife, I was fully prepared to fail. Taping over polyurethane foam sounded like a recipe for a bubbly, peeling disaster. But as I started embedding the paper tape into the all-purpose mud, the skepticism completely vanished. The foam stayed rock solid under the pressure of the knife, and the paper laid down perfectly flat. No shifting, no weird soft spots, just a crisp, clean angle. Within an hour, the room went from looking like a settling disaster zone to a perfectly prepped canvas. All that is left is to put a coat of mud over the tape and then texture, sand, and paint. Here's a montage of some of the most satisfying shots of the entire process. Stay tuned for my final honest verdict on whether this hack is a game changer or a ticking time bomb. So what's the final verdict? Honestly, When you factor in the cleanup, spray foam doesn't save you much time compared to mixing and packing traditional hot mud. But what it does save is your energy. Squeezing a trigger takes a fraction of the effort of manual labor, and the rock-solid, shrink-proof backing speaks for itself. From now on, a can of gaps and cracks is officially a permanent tool in my truck for heavy settling repairs. We took a crumbling 3/4-inch disaster zone and brought it back to a flawless finish. The internet was right about the shortcut, and the results don't lie. Thanks for watching, and hit follow for more drywall breakdowns just like this.